It's no April Fool's joke. The new month ushers in a whole new ball game for the country's political parties. From this moment moving forward, all registered parties are required to disclose funding that they've received from their donors. Parties may not receive donations from foreign governments or agencies, foreign persons or entities, and organs of state or state-owned enterprises. Parties may, however, receive funding from foreign entities for training, skills development, or policy development. They must disclose donations above 100,000 rands and are prohibited from receiving donations exceeding 15 million rands from a single donor. The Commission says it is confident that it has equipped political parties well as the new act comes into effect.
Indeed, we've done a lot of work with political parties. We've trained them on the ICT tool that we've prepared, which will be used for purposes of disclosures. We've trained them on the content of the Act and the regulations. And there's been a lot of discussions between ourselves and political parties. They've raised some concerns, which concerns may even require possible amendments in future. But we are comfortable that we did everything to avail the information to parties to enable them to be in a position where they could comply.
There are already calls for the Act to be reviewed to accommodate independent candidates.
I think the Act might itself need to be reviewed. Like the Electoral Reform Act, all of these laws have to be changed. Because one of the key limitations why independents have not done well in the past is because they are financially inhibited. Not many of them have got money. But I think the most powerful thing about allowing independents to stand, I always say to people, in a party you buy one, get the whole party for free. Whereas with independents, even if people end up looking at the issue of corruption, you are dealing with an individual, which means you can hold them to account at source and deal just with the one person.
And the Commission says that a review may be on the cards.
There is a need to review the Act to squarely accommodate independent candidates who hold office, who potentially will hold office in the National Assembly and or in provincial legislatures. I think it stands to reason that that is an absolute necessity.
The Act establishes a multi-party democracy fund to raise and distribute donated funds from the private sector to represented political parties. The Commission is mandated to administer the fund and also raise money from corporate and private donors and to distribute these funds to parties represented in the national and provincial legislatures. The Commission reminds all registered political parties that their first quarterly disclosure of direct donations above 100,000 rand is due at the end of the first quarter in June. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.